People are fascinated by aircraft in flight because it's cool. It truly is one of the most romantic and interesting industries that I've ever known.
What's not to be fascinated about? It's a marvelous modern wonder, right? Every time a plane leaves, I always think of it as a little miracle that happens.
When someone wants to come and take a look, I am more than happy to show them around. It is what I love. I love it. It's my happiest moment is to share all of this.
In the aviation industry, they work to find you a home and looking at all the avenues that they can do to make that happen. That's what Aerolease, Aeroplex does, and it's what they do very well.
That was our founder's vision, was that, the whole name Aeroplex was really a complex of aviation companies that create synergy. And so you can have a facility like this one that has different aircraft owners or charter companies, or in some cases maybe you'll have a flight school or an aviation lawyer or an aviation insurance representative or a charter company or a maintenance company. And all of those things are working together, and the synergy that they all bring each other also brings synergy to the facility. And that was really our concept for building the Aeroplex.
I loved seeing groundbreaking and kind of site prep, because whether it's a greenfield project where they're starting from scratch or there are improvements in the way that need to be taken down before they can break ground and start building. So that's something that's very fascinating, the logistics that go into that. And then of course, the ribbon cutting. When you see it all done, that's when everybody's happy. You get to see the finished product. And I'd say those are my two favorite.
That's their business, to attract business, okay? And a great way to attract business is to develop awesome facilities with awesome amenities.
Well, I'd say that Aeroplex Aerolease, really what they do is they listen to their customers and deliver what the customer wants. And they do it with top quality, they do it with friendly service, and they do it with professionalism.
I think one of the biggest wins is what that development project did for the airport. Essentially, it modernized the airport. You drive by that hangar and it really enhances the image of the airport. So any tenant development to me is good, and when you have a project that's completed promptly, as in the case of Aerolease, I think it's a good thing for the airport.
One thing about Aerolease, Aeroplex I've seen, and I will tell the world, is that when they start down a path to complete a project, they will find a way to make it work. They will make whatever connections they need to make, whether it be in the community or at the local government level or at the national government level, to make things work and to make things happen.
And what's important is that we're there. We're there to listen to the people who have concerns about noise and environment. And what's really great about Aeroplex Aerolease Group is that we are addressing those concerns.
Aeroplex Aerolease has been a significant partner with Signature Flight Support in a number of these areas. One of those that we worked closely with them on, and they worked with us, and we worked with the city, was in bringing customs and border protection back to Van Nuys. Kirk Castagna and his team and the Van Nuys Airport Association were all very integral in a part of bringing that back to Van Nuys, which came back to us here right at 2 years ago, and has been a huge success for the operators.
The story that needs to be told certainly is how proud we are of our affiliation with them and how very successful it's been to work with Kurt and Cindy and their whole team at Aerolease in being successful at what we do here. and because they truly have our best interests in mind, and I understand that. And together, then we can promote and be successful together.
You watch people's careers. So when they enter into the profession, you nurture them, you mentor them, and then you hope at some point that they then elevate up within the business, and it does happen. So airport directors were not, born airport directors. They came from some other, walk of life in order to get there. But you watch them elevate, and you help them, and you help each other, just like you would family members. And you hope for the best to making sure that they get the results. And you want everybody to succeed, because their success is our industry's success.
The culture of our company, of the Aeroplex Aerolease Group, is really beyond just the real estate component or the consulting or the development component of who we are. It really goes into our people. Our staff are, long-term employees that are vested in our company. That's a family.
I'm thrilled to see what we call our third generation. It is the best team I've ever seen, and unfortunately, I've been around a long time. But our third generation is amazing.
That family experience is about developing the person and helping them develop as a person, which ultimately returns back to the business. And then when you extend that outside the company walls and go out into the community, it's really a culture of ours is really working with students and working with colleges and working with people to provide them opportunities to get into the door of aviation. And then working with those students and providing them that opportunity, that's, I think, a greater legacy than the physical building itself.
Kurt's role here is an adjunct professor for several classes. And beyond that, he's also the advisor for the school's AAAE chapter. And through that, he mentors so many students. He guides them on what to do, where to apply, what are the next steps to take as they're going through their career. And it's really inspiring and motivating to see that amount of tenacity, that amount of enthusiasm come from one individual to an entire group of students here at our school.
I can tell you for sure that the tenants of this airport and the airport operator, they want the airport to succeed. They want the airport to be healthy, and we want our community to love us.
They're very great at forging partnerships both with the airport sponsor and other users on the field, and really to meet that mission of providing great customer service, providing a product that people will want to partake in. And I've had nothing but really great experiences with Aeroplex Aerolease.
I think the success of the projects of Aerolease really are founded in our team that oversees the project, but more importantly, the relationship with the airport and the city, who have seen the vision for that project and are really shepherding the project through their process. And then the third component is really the construction side, the development team and the architectural team. Our relationship with JRMA, the architect, and VOA Construction, this project would not be successful without their commitment to this. And they were selected specifically because of their experience in aviation properties and their experience in working at this airport and within the City of Los Angeles building department. Really, the smoothness of this project compared to others, I attribute to the fact that all the players on the team, our side, the airport side, and the construction and architectural side, were all marching in the right direction with the right focus. We're an evolutionary business. Our development and construction and consulting is taking 40 years of experience now to embrace change and find ways to help communities and leaders and elected officials and community members and airport managers find ways to maximize the benefits of their airport for those communities. This project today is just an example of that opportunity.
It is the truth, because we'll keep building, because there's a lot of airplanes and they need a home.